Part 2, the profitability of Smile Fast. So now we're going to discuss the profit to the practitioner. Smile Fast Magic Braces really can double your chairside profit. This can earn you over $1,000 of income per hour for only 5.5 hours of work per case. It can build significant and new in-house business through satisfied patient referrals. The average fee that we charge in our practice for a Smile Fast case is about $6,250. And we base this fee on, this would be 3/4 of the fee that we would be charging a patient for full treatment, upper and lower braces, for 2 years, and based on the fact that this would be for upper and lower clear braces. So 3/4 of our normal fee, that's what we charge for our Smile Fast Magic Braces approach. When you include all the materials and all the lab work, that's probably about approximately $1,350 per case. So the dentist's gross profit would be $4,900 for that particular case. How long does it take us to do a Magic Braces case? Well, the chairside time is about 5.5 hours. And this 5.5 hours is broken down to 1.5 hours for the bonding appointment, that's putting the braces on, about 3 hours of adjustment appointments. We see the patient roughly once every 4 weeks, so 6 adjustment visits of approximately 30 minutes each would be 3 hours, and then the removal of the braces we allow usually about 1 hour. So the total chairside time per patient is about 5.5 hours. This is the total chairside time. So if we look at what is the production per hour, Smile Fast Magic Braces gives you a production per hour of $1,136 per hour. If you take away the lab costs and the material costs, well, and so that means your gross profit is $4,900, then even if you take that away, you're looking at about $890 per hour after your lab and material costs. Now I ask you, there are very few other dental procedures that can routinely provide you with that gross income per hour. Now, in an average dental practice, and this is purely an average dental practice, and obviously your practice may vary, but the average monthly revenue is about $42,000. Based on the average expenses being about 44%, that provides you with a gross monthly profit of $23,700. If you do 2 cases a month of Magic Braces, you will earn an extra $7,050 profit. That's an extra 30% increase. That's an immediate payback on any training costs that you would even encounter. So if we did 2 cases per month, we end up with a profit of $30,750, so we have a 30% increase in profit. If you were to do 4 cases per month, you would end up with an increase in profit of 59%. And if you did 6 cases per month, you would end up with a profit of 89%. Now, one of our doctors who we trained with a similar approach 12 months ago is now doing over 10 cases a month. So that's 120 cases a year. So his profit has just about tripled through the Smile Fast Magic Braces approach. And he's the happiest he's ever been in his dental practice. And he had no experience prior to me teaching him. But you're going to say to me, Jeff, I don't have that much time in my practice. Well, starting 2 patients a month, you would require 14 hours of chairside time per month. If you start 4 bandings a month, you would require 28 hours of chairside time per month. And if you started 6 bandings a month, you would require 42 hours of chairside time per month. Now this is total chairside time. For those of you who work with a hygienist, it's even more fortunate because, for example, let's take the two banding scenario. The hygienist time would be 10 hours and your time would only be 4 hours maximum in that whole approach. Let's say we took the 6 bandings a month scenario. The hygienist would require 30 hours of their chairside time in a month and you would require 12 hours of chairside time. So if you could find 12 hours of time in a month when you're not occupied and you've got a hygienist who can be utilised for 30 hours a month, you could do, as I said, 6 bandings a month, and that would equate to approximately $22,000 of extra profit. You would double your profit straight away. Now, some of you are saying, well, I don't have a hygienist. Well, 30 hours a month, if you think about it, that's 1 day a week. You could actually employ a hygienist for one day a week and have your orthodontic day on a Wednesday. So the hygienist is there on a 1 day a week basis purely doing your orthodontic patients. And that would be a very profitable and efficient way to treat your Smile Fast Magic Braces patients. And some of you are going to say, yeah, but I do Invisalign. Okay. Now, when you look at Invisalign, or you think of Invisalign, it looks pretty good to you. But let's go through the numbers. The average fee for Invisalign is probably about $7,500. The lab fee for Invisalign is actually $3,000. It's actually about $3,300, I think, now, but the prices just went up a few months ago. The lab fee is about $300 for retention, and by that I mean the bonded retainers or the removable retainers, whatever you're going to use. And then you've got material costs of PBS impressions, composite IPR strips, etc. That's about $200. So your net fee from Invisalign is really only about $4,000. Magic Braces will make you actually more profit, $4,900, in a third or more likely a quarter of the time than what it would do to treat an Invisalign patient. So let's look at your Invisalign patients. And I've probably treated close to 500 Invisalign patients and been involved through another clinic with close to 1,000 Invisalign patients. And in a study that we did in our practice, we've broken down the amount of time taken to do an Invisalign case. And I won't bore you, but on the screen it breaks it all down. And the total chairside time based on doing purely 2 refinements, and most of our patients actually require 3 refinements, is about 12 hours. And that does not include any of the computer time that's required in doing the ClinCheck procedure. And that's about approximately 2 hours. So in all honesty, you're looking at least 14 hours of your time to do an Invisalign case. But I've been very, very kind to Invisalign. I've just assumed it's going to be 12 hours of chairside time because I haven't included in there the computer time that you require to do your ClinChecks. So if you compare Smile Fast Magic Braces with Invisalign, so your production per hour for your Magic Braces is $1,136, and for Invisalign, it's only $625. But it gets actually worse than that, because once you take away all your lab fees and material costs, like we did with Magic Braces in one of the scenarios, that gives Magic Braces a production per hour of $890. But if you take away your Invisalign lab costs and material costs, so you end up with a gross profit of $4,000, then your production per hour with Invisalign is only $333 per hour. So in essence, your production is 2.5 to 3 times better with the Magic Braces approach than it is with Invisalign. And that's with an experienced practitioner such as myself. When you compare Invisalign with Smile Fast Magic Braces, the Invisalign fee is $7,500. Magic Braces is significantly cheaper. The chairside time for Invisalign is 12 hours. Magic Braces is less than half of that. The patient treatment time is 24 months at least with Invisalign in most cases. Magic Braces are 6 months. The production per hour after you've taken away all your lab fees and material costs is $333 per hour. With Magic Braces, it's $890 per hour. So it's nearly 2.5 to 3 times the production per hour. And the gross profit of Invisalign being $4,000, well, Magic Braces is $4,900. So Magic Braces was going to make you more profit in about a quarter of the time. Our contact details are Smilefast Proprietary Limited, Melbourne 9524 8995. Our fax number is Melbourne 9532 8532, and our email address is inquiries@smilefast.com.au.